First of all, thank you for everybody here tonight. Thank you, New York. Thank you for your support. I'm very happy. You know, thank you, Dana. Thank you, UFC, and thank you, my friends here, my family, my sons, and first of all, God. Yeah, God.
Fighting out of G.O.A.T. Brazil, Anderson Silva!
Focus on accuracy. I really want to see good punches. That's perfect. There we go, touch him up. Now I'm talking. That's it, precision. There we go, nice shot. Great job. That is beautiful.
All right, coming up next, we get to this middleweight bout between Sugar Rashad Evans and Anderson Silva. Well, if you choose to stand on a napkin in the center of the octagon and stand and trade with this young man, you're playing with fire. Frightening knockout power. Go look at the highlight reel. As good a reel as anybody in the sport, you can be sure he'll be looking to find a home for those heavy hands early and often. You do not want to get in a slugfest with this young contender, I can assure you of that.
He's very athletic, has a ton of natural quickness. You can see it in the way he moves around the octagon. He's got fast feet and a lightning quick jab. He's a very difficult guy to counterfight. As soon as you see the shot coming, he's tagged you.
He was an All-American wrestler at Michigan State, JUCO national champion at Niagara Community College, but in the UFC, takedowns certainly have been on point, but so has the boxing. Outstanding left hook. You can ask some of his previous victims about that. Knocked out Chuck Liddell at UFC 88. That is arguably his biggest win, and that paved the way for him to win the UFC light heavyweight title when he knocked out Forrest Griffin several months later at UFC 92. Rashad Evans is back for more tonight.
Rashad Evans is an outstanding wrestler and an amazing athlete who has transitioned that to become the UFC's light heavyweight champion, as well as winning the heavyweight division of the Ultimate Fighter.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Silva is 5 years the elder. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins. The referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Anderson, the Spider Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC light heavyweight champion, Rashad!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
Here we go. All right, here's the 5-tool player and former UFC champion, Rashad Evans, ready to go for round 1. Now, his career began with 3 consecutive first-round finishes. Only 1 since. That came against Chael Sonnen at UFC. Oh!
When a fighter looks to the referee to get him up, that's just not realistic. Where's the referee in a street fight? Where's the referee when your life depends on it? They don't exist. So just get up.
Some real power shots here.
Welcome to the jungle. Beautiful body shot there, too. These are some bombs he is throwing.
Wow!
This could be it right here. Back to his feet again. Amazing. Nice takedown.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Very nice leg kick for him there. Can't take too many of those. How about that shin? Well, he established the jab early and going right back to the well here.
Left kick to the body. Good knee by Anderson.
Oh, big left hook there. Well, he has found his range early and often tonight. Another punch to the head by Silva lands flush. Evans gets caught with that punch.
Hip escape, nice hip escape. Now he's in side control.
That punch will work right through the guard. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Working for the Americana. He's got that arm secured. It looks like he's got that Americana locked in and very tight. He's got it. Now he wants to lift that elbow up while pushing that hand down.
And he's out.
Back up again. Oh, he missed that kick. And again, Rashad Evans with a very nice takedown.
Absolutely, Joe. Oh, lands that punch.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Silva.
Big punch from the top. And more ground and pound. He's posturing up here. Half guard. And he passes. Side control. He tries to pass here, but gets shut down. Half guard. He's working from full mount again. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
90 seconds now to go in round one.
Inside control once again. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Silva lands flush. Right back to the jab and snaps the head back yet again.
It appears a cut has opened up on his cheek.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done. Oh! He's got him hurt here. Whoa! Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
A huge front kick for the victory.
Well, yeah, Joe, that fight was over as soon as that kick made contact. And with this particular striker, you are playing with poison if you don't get that guard up. You know these kicks are coming. You know they're coming in bunches. And that was a near-perfect land. Nailed the target. Full extension on the kick. And that's one of the better highlights we've seen here recently inside the octagon.
Take a look at this from a different angle. Boom!
So there he is after a monumental knockout turned in here tonight. That is one they will be talking about for quite some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eagle Beams will stop for this contest at 4 minutes, 13 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anderson Silva!
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It's an old fight game adage that fans love nothing more than a knockout. If that's the case, then they will love this middleweight banger, who was celebrated today for delivering the most knockouts in UFC history. A record achieved thanks to his devastating prowess in the octagon, with his fists, feet, elbows, and knees. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Anderson, the Spider!
Boxing only right now. Let's keep it on the feet. No takedowns. I want to see those head kicks. You got to step in and start throwing. Look out! Great job. That's how you put kicks in after combos. Show him something else. Give a different look. That's the entry. Put him down. Keep working. Good block. Nice work with the combos. That's how you keep them off balance. Let's go. Nasty kick.
Up next, it is a middleweight clash between Anderson the Spider Silva and Dan Hendo Henderson. So here he is, Dan Hendo Henderson, one of two men to simultaneously hold two titles in a major MMA promotion. His future undeniably is in the UFC Hall of Fame. He was a U.S. Olympian in 1992 and 1996 and went on to become one of the best knockout artists in the history of mixed martial arts. You know about the Dan Grenade, you know about the H-bomb. Hendo will be looking to find a home for it yet again tonight.
Dan Henderson is a true legend amongst legends. He is a former Pride two-weight champion, former Strikeforce champion, and one of the best knockout artists in the history of the sport.
All right, so here he is making the walk to the octagon for this title eliminator tonight. The stakes could not be much bigger, ladies and gentlemen. In this middleweight division, it's wide open, but if he wins tonight, he will get his shot at the 185-pound title. This is a guy that has flirted with contention at times. He has never been as close as he is right now. Next stop, title fight, if he can get the job done tonight.
This guy has world-class throws. Look for his opponent to try to keep as far away from this man's clinch as possible, because if he gets a hold of you, the results are devastating.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach as well. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first. This man is a Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 36 wins, 17 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Temecula, California, Dan Henderson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Anderson, the Spider Silva!
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready?
And we are underway here at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. All right, here we go, early round one, so no pressure. Like Joe Rogan, if he wins tonight, he has been...
Oh, nailed him! Here's a nice inside leg kick.
Well, some people wondered at times if this fighter would ever make his way to the main card. Well, here he is, and right...
Oh my goodness! Back to his feet again, amazing!
Oh! Huge shot there, lands flush!
Now,
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over!
beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Look at this. Boom.
So a strong candidate for some bonus money there. A huge knockout for him here tonight. Near perfect execution. They'll be talking about this result for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 32 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anderson the Spider Silva!
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight.
Anderson the Spider